Hey bro, yes you, I'm talking to you. Do you want to take a quick smoke break? Grab a light and join me. I'll tell you how these ciggies came to be. You see, modern cigarettes didn't just pop up in liquor stores. They have a rich and complex history. It all began in the early 19th century. Before this period, tobacco was mainly smoked in pipes or cigars. The cigarette was a new and revolutionary way to consume tobacco. It was smaller, more portable, and easier to smoke quickly. This made it perfect for the fast-paced modern world that was emerging. The first cigarettes were hand-rolled and took forever to produce. They were often made by individuals for personal use, and the tobacco, well, it was of a harsher variety. Nonetheless, most people preferred them to pipes or cigars for their convenience. As the 19th century progressed, cigarettes slowly gained popularity. They began to be seen as a symbol of modernity and sophistication. The Crimean War played a crucial role in popularizing cigarettes. This conflict lasted from 1853 to 1856. British soldiers were exposed to Turkish tobacco and quickly developed a taste for it. The Turkish soldiers rolled their tobacco in paper. Rolling tobacco was new to many British troops. They found cigarettes to be convenient, easy to carry and quick to smoke, an ideal setup for the conditions of warfare. The habit of smoking cigarettes spread rapidly among the troops, and upon returning home they brought their new habit with them. This introduced cigarette smoking to a wider audience in Britain. As a result, the association with military life gave cigarettes a masculine appeal and marked the beginning of cigarettes' rise to popularity in Western countries. Next came the invention of the cigarette rolling machine. James Bonsack created this machine in 1880. It revolutionized cigarette production. Before this, cigarettes were mostly hand-rolled. It could produce 120,000 cigarettes in 10 hours and match the output of 40 skilled workers. The machine dramatically reduced the cost of cigarette production, making cigarettes much more affordable for the average consumer. One of the first companies to adopt Bonsack's machine was Duke & Sons, later known as the American Tobacco Company. Duke & Sons used the roller to produce cigarettes on a massive scale, dominating the market and marking the beginning of the modern cigarette era. As mass production set in, the cigarette industry was transformed once again. Major brands emerged to produce cigarettes on an unprecedented scale. Brands like Marlboro, Camel and Lucky Strike became household names and dominated the market for decades, shaping smoking culture and habits around the world. The mid-20th century saw a boom in cigarette advertising. This period is often called the golden age of cigarette marketing. Companies spent huge sums on advertising. They used every available medium. Print ads, radio commercials and later television spots were all common. Cigarettes were promoted as sophisticated, relaxing and even healthy. Advertisers used a variety of tactics to sell cigarettes. They often associated smoking with glamour and success. Movie stars and athletes were frequently used in ads, making smoking seem aspirational. Some ads even claimed health benefits. Phrases like "more doctors smoke Camels" were common. These claims were not based on scientific evidence, but the advertising was highly effective in normalizing smoking. Health concerns about smoking began in the 1950s with studies linking smoking to cancer. In 1964, the US Surgeon General released a landmark report. It linked smoking to lung cancer and other diseases. The report had immediate and far-reaching impacts. Public opinion shifted significantly, and a new era in tobacco control began. Following the 1964 Surgeon General's report, regulations on cigarettes increased, and governments around the world took action. They aimed to reduce smoking rates and protect public health. In the United States, cigarette advertising on television and radio was banned in 1971, marking a major blow to the industry. Warning labels on cigarette packs became more prominent and graphic, showing the health effects of smoking in vivid detail. Taxes on cigarettes were also increased, making smoking an expensive hobby. The cigarette industry has had a massive global impact. It has affected economies, health systems, and cultures worldwide. In many countries, tobacco is a significant part of the economy. The smokers help provide jobs in farming, manufacturing, and sales, and some governments rely heavily on cigarette taxes for revenue. This conundrum conflicts with public health goals, since it has clearly been established that smoking is a leading cause of preventable death globally. Chain smoking puts a huge strain on healthcare systems. Treating smoking-related illnesses costs billions of dollars each year, and those costs continue to rise. The cigarette industry has faced many challenges in recent decades. This has led to innovations and alternatives. In recent years, electronic cigarettes, or e-cigarettes, have emerged as a major alternative. These devices heat a liquid to produce vapor. E-cigarettes are often promoted as a safer alternative to traditional cigarettes. However, their long-term health effects are not yet fully known. The future of tobacco consumption remains uncertain. But one thing has become clear: smoking's benefits are often offset with dangerous health risks that eventually catch up with most chain smokers.